back to this perspective because it's very unique, and I really want you to share more details. Like using your vocabulary from economical background, from marketing background, how would you describe the Ruby community? You know, as a market, we don't like probably to see this as a market, but it is a market,
yes,
right?
It is. It is. I agree.
So, what are your insights here?
Okay, so according to our estimations, we have a research department inside JetBrains, and we also use we do research ourselves, and we also use the external data from Stack Overflow and of course other open sources. We would say that there is around by now we think there is around 300,000 of professional Ruby / Rails developers, 300,000, and according to our estimations, altogether there is over 1 million programmers who use Ruby.
I feel proud of it in a way. Thank you.
Yeah,
that was kind of my estimates as well, but very rough and probably without such a professional support that you've had.
Yeah, we have some data.
Yeah, you have some data, but that was like my rough estimates. Really good to confirm that. Thanks.
Sure, no problem. And yeah, as for the tools, currently, the most popular ones are, well, according to our data, again, that's VS Code. It's become more popular in a couple of years.
So that's the number one right now, you think?
According to some of our estimations, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, it's become big, and it's become big in JavaScript too. And once again, according to our estimation, RubyMine is quite huge. It's probably second or third place.
Okay.
Yeah, but still, Atom and Sublime are quite popular as well. Yeah, that's another data that I have. Also, it's very important that in Japan, for instance, that's a very important market for us as well. And I also see that there is a gap between the Japanese community, unfortunately, and, for instance, the US Ruby community.
Okay.
There is also a gap between the US community and the European one.
Okay, really?
Yeah, a little bit. Different people, just a little bit. They know each other, of course, but it's like 3 different communities. That's the way I see it, because I travel a lot. I travel to all these conferences, RailsConf, RubyKaigi, well, St. Peter RubyConf. Unfortunately, didn't participate in Wroclaw, but my colleagues were there twice, and this year too. Yeah, it feels, now I feel like we are inside this European community, and the Japanese one is a little bit outside. And why I tell you this is that once I do this research, this questionnaire sometimes when I go to the conferences and I work at the RubyMine booth. And according to my data, it was 2017, I think, I asked this question to all the people who came by our booth: what tool do you use for Ruby and Rails development? And I think there were like 60 or 80 people who answered. And 2 years ago, 50% of them told me they answered that they used Vim. So it's like completely different data from what I got the same year at the US conference at RailsConf. At that time, 2 years ago, yeah, it was, Atom was number 1. So yeah, there was like over 100 people who told me that. And it's different. It's interesting, and it's amazing. It shows that the market cannot be considered you can't use just digits to analyze the market to make any conclusions about it, because you have to be more specific about the regions. In Japan, they use one thing, the most popular one, and in the US, it's a little bit different. Maybe because there are many startups, many companies.
That's super interesting.
Yeah. In Europe, it's a third thing. There's also Emacs. I know at least 2 people using that. One of them is Božidar, right? And huge proponent.
And there's Avdi Grimm, who is very popular in the Ruby community, who is also Emacs user. So.
Yeah, and by the way, he also uses RubyMine, as far as I know.
Okay.
So, yeah, we had some communication about this before, as far as I remember. Yeah. And by the way, it's also a thing. Many people use different coding tools for Ruby at the same time. So they say, when I have to fix something real quick, I may use VS Code, or I may use I may use Sublime. Sublime is really, yeah, it is fast. It's super fast. I use it sometimes as well. And when I have a huge project, I use VS Code because it has some smart functionality. They call it IntelliSense or something, I believe. And or they say I use RubyMine when it's a new project and I have to understand what's going on, where is what. And yeah, it's also a trend. It's also interesting. People may switch between different tools at the same time.
Yeah. I also like when I have a really quick fix. I don't know, I typo or something. Then and actually, I also for Ruby code I open Vim, so I just have this shortcut memory that okay, Vim's on the way. Like let's fix it quickly. But given my job, I most often review big existing REST applications because that's what our clients come to Arkansas, and they want us to take over or help them with maintaining or extending existing REST applications. So they're huge. I need to be able to quickly evaluate what's the state of this project. So the whole navigation around with RubyMine is just for me a lifesaver. Like I can do it very quickly right now, and yeah, but I rarely start new Rails applications. So very often actually I do start them with just the terminal and Vim. So I still have this part of me.
Right.
But then after a few days, it's usually switching to RubyMine.
I see. Yeah.
Also, what I notice is that some developers, I really like the RubyMine Git integration. I use all the UI for Git. I use Command K and
the diff.
The diff. This is really great. And now you also have this partial. That was a new thing from a few months ago. Where
Partial commits.
Yep. This is really great.
I use it all the time as well. Because you just do something. Then you understand you shouldn't commit it at once. There are 2, 3, 5 completely different things. And you have to.
That's really useful in practice. So I like this UI. But I know some developers. I think at Arkansas even some people are using RubyMine for the main coding flow. But then when they do git commit, they go to the terminal and they just git commit there.
Yeah, we have the same thing. Recently at RailsConf we did this thing, usability testing. It was a new experience for us. We actually asked our users to fix a test in RubyMine, and we were recording this. And just to understand how people use RubyMine. And it was a new experience for us. It showed us that most of the people, unfortunately, use RubyMine to edit files. And if we're lucky enough, they also use the navigation things because they're clear. But when it comes to running something and when it comes to committing things to Git or GitHub, then pushing it to GitHub, they actually use the terminal. Either the built-in one or just a standalone application. And this is important, and this is critical for us in a way because of this we understand that we are probably we have issues with the usability part of things, and we have to fix that. But we do that, and it's really amazing that we know this by now. We know this in numbers, how many people have this problem, because we can analyze it, we can accept it, and we can fix it. Maybe not now, not in the next release, but one step after another. However, what's also interesting, by the way, if I may to switch to this direction just a little bit.